Hey guys, welcome back everyone to the channel. If you've not been to my channel before, this is Dave's Shop and I'm Dave. Today we're going to be doing a quick review on Ridgid's brand new compact portable bandsaw. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, let's take this thing out of the box and see what it comes with. Alright, let's get this out here. Alright, the tool itself, it's good. Let's see what else. Looks like it comes with the owner's manual, they all do, and a blade. Alrighty here. Okay, so let's do this. This tool, just so you know, does not come with a battery. It's only the tool itself. However, I do have some Ridgid tools, so I have batteries that will work with it. This tool will work with any and all the Ridgid 18-volt batteries. So let's do this next. Let's get the blade installed. Okay, so to install the blade on this thing, you're going to want to turn it upside down. But before you do that, it has a tensioning bar right here. You just take this bar and flip it all the way around till it unlocks, and then turn this upside down. And now, one of the things I want to show you is you really should have a pair of gloves to do this, because the teeth on the blade are sharp. Okay, so like I said, when you're putting this on, you're going to want to put a pair of gloves on because these teeth are pretty sharp. Now, one of the first things you want to do when you're putting this on, there's a lot of different ways, but this is the way that I would install it. And this is the most, most people install them this way. The main things that you have to get lined up is you have to get the blade lined up on these little rollers here, and this is what keeps it in track. And then also you have to bend it around. Here, let's do it a different way. I did this the other day on one, and I think it works better. Get it around the first. So you see how I've got it around the first roller here, and you just have to work it around and get it down. You see, this is why you want to have your gloves on, because it is a little snug fit the first time, and you need to kind of push it down on the roller, making sure that everything's lined up. Now you see how these rollers here is what keeps everything on track. You don't have to worry about if it's perfectly down all the way around, because the first couple of times that you pull the trigger, it automatically adjusts where the band seats on the rollers. Now once you get it on there, you're going to want to flip this over and put your tensioner back into lock position. Okay, so also always, anytime you're changing the band on these things, make sure you don't have a battery connected to it, okay? So once you get it on here, you can take your battery and get that bad boy on there, and then I usually pull it a couple of times and you're good to go there. You want to make sure that the teeth are facing down and away from you. If you turn it the other way, and you don't want to have the teeth facing the inner part of the casing here. It's got to be facing out, okay? So you know if it's facing out, you've got it in the right position here. So some of the other features here on this particular bandsaw is it's got a really nice grip. It's got, they recommend that if you're sawing, you want to use two hands on it, but it's got this really nice rubber grip. So if your hands were wet, it wouldn't be a problem. They won't slip off there. This is not a brushless motor. This is a brushed motor on these. Ridgid did not make this in a brushless. I think they're probably going to be waiting to see how well this particular bandsaw sells, and I think if it does do well, you'll see a brushless version come out. So some of the other things I wanted to show you on is it has a variable speed control. I'm going to take this off so you can see a little better, and you can adjust it right here from 1 to 3, and that just adjusts the speed in which the actual bandsaw operates and how many turns per second it does. You can go from 1 to 6, and let's just show you how that works. So that's 1, and that's on 6. And you know, that's all going to depend on the material that you're cutting to the speed that you want to use. One of the other things that I really like about it is you can see it has the LED light. So that lights up your workspace if you're in an area where the light maybe is not so good. This thing is really designed so that it's not too heavy, so that you can use this for any overhead cutting if you're up on a ladder. Though, and speaking of ladders, they actually have a ladder hook, so that when you get through, you don't have to climb down the ladder every time you get through using it. You can actually just hang it on the side, wait till you get ready for your next cut, and move on. It also has what I really like, a neat safety feature, is this switch here on the side. It has a lock position so that you can't accidentally, while you're climbing or needing to set it to side, you can actually lock the switch so that it doesn't take off and start running while you're holding on to it. Then you just unlock it there, and there that goes. The one last thing that I wanted to show you here that it doesn't even tell you in the instructions about is this little hex key. Now this little hex key is designed and used for adjusting how your saw blade rides on the wheels. Now this is pre-adjusted, and when you get it, you don't have to actually use this, but after a while, if it were to get off a little bit, you have 2 hex keys, one on the top side, one on the bottom side. What they tell you to do is turn these a 1/4 turn each until the blade is seated on the back side of these where they need to seat if they get off. I really don't think you're going to have to use this much, but you know, inevitably they tell you to use a tool to adjust something on the blades, and they don't give you a hex key. Not only do they give you a hex key, the really neat thing is they give you an onboard storage for it. So you can just slip it right in there. That way you always have it every way you go. So guys, let me show you here. I want to show you and actually cut some items with this. I want to show you real quick. I'm going to just cut through a piece of wood, scrap of wood I have here, just to kind of show you how this works. You line this up with your guard here, pull the trigger. Nice smooth cut. I want to cut a piece of PVC pipe because this particular saw comes with a multi-purpose blade. I believe it's an 18 tooth per square inch on it. It's designed for like plastics, wood, soft metals, conduit, stuff like that. So let's just kind of take a look here and see how it does with a piece of PVC here. And I'm going to take that and let's just see how that works. Oh man, it cuts through that PVC like butter, just like butter. So, you know, one of the other things I wanted to discuss about this particular saw is, like I said, this one actually comes with an 18 tooth saw blade on it, but they do make other saw blades. If you're just going to be cutting like PVC, plastic, and wood, you can go with a 14 tooth per inch, and you know, or this particular one's the one I like, the 18 tooth, because it can do soft metals along with wood and plastic, which is predominantly what I would be using it for. If you want to use something for real hard metal, like you're using flat iron, angle iron, different things like that, you want to go with a 24 tooth blade on it, and all of those are probably available through Ridgid and or at Home Depot. So I guess the one last thing I want to talk to you about is, don't forget that Ridgid comes with a lifetime service agreement, parts and labor, as long as you register your tool. So you want to make sure you go to Ridgid.com and register your tool within the first 90 days if you purchase one of these or any other Ridgid tool. If this is something that you like and you like the video, please hit the like button. I'd like for everybody to put something in the comment section today. In the comment section below this video, let me know if is a portable bandsaw something that you would use on a regular basis, or do you think that it's just a professional specialty tool? Anyway, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know what everyone thinks about it. I think if you're work in a shop out in the backyard, you're going to have different jobs where you could actually put this tool to use and it worked really well. And again, like I said, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to share with all your friends and family and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe.